Hi everyone, this is Joanna Fafara and welcome to this demonstration of DBXL performance. Today I will be demonstrating two key features of DBXL, that is the Submit document and Query SharePoint web services. To give you a brief agenda of this demo, we will do a comparison of performance between InfoPath and DBXL submitting to SharePoint. Then we will proceed on query performance, comparing InfoPath's built-in SharePoint query against DBXL's query SharePoint. For the purposes of this demo, I will be using pre-designed forms. So if you would like to learn more on how to set up Submit document and query SharePoint web services, you can stop by at infopathdev.com and check out more on our tutorials or go to godabra.com for more details. For those of you who may not know, one of the main features of DBXL 2.3 is the ability to map your XML documents to SharePoint. This means that you potentially have three storage locations for your documents data. Let me show you how this works. When a form is submitted, the XML version of the document is stored in DBXL. Then DBXL maps this XML document to your SQL database. And DBXL can also map the same XML document to SharePoint. Now how cool is that? Plus, the main benefit is that you can continue using SharePoint as you have done, no change there, but also now use SQL to do more advanced reporting on your XML data. What changes, however, and this is a good thing, is that you will see a significant performance benefit. Now this is the InfoPath form I have created and designed to submit directly to a SharePoint library. The form is pre-configured with a data connection that submits to SharePoint. And I have already published this form to my SharePoint library called Products. Now let's try to submit using this data connection. Click New from our library. This opens our form. Fill it out. And let's put in our timer on the screen so we can check and record how long the submit will take. Let's just make this a little bigger. And then start the submit. So that's 7 seconds. Let's record the time as time A. Of course, each individual's environment and machine has a great effect on the submit process. But can DBXL go more faster than this? You will see a significant change as we proceed next to DBXL submit. Now this is the same InfoPath form I have created and designed, but we changed the data connection to submit to DBXL. I have already published this form in my DBXL administration tool. If we go to our database tab, you will see that this form is also mapped to a table in the SQL database. If we go to SharePoint tab, a mapping is already configured so our form submits to SharePoint. In this case, we will use the same products library in SharePoint. Now let's try to submit using DBXL. I'll go to Documents tab, click New, our form opens, fill it out. Let's bring now timer again in the view so we can record the time and submit. Our timer starts. So that's 2 seconds. Let's record the time as time B. If we refresh our library, you'll see that I have my document submitted through DBXL. If we open our database, a new row is added to our table. To give you a brief recap of what we've done so far, we recorded direct info fact submit at time A, which is 7 seconds, and submit via DBXL process at time B at around 2 seconds. So that's 5 seconds per document saving. Now this table summarizes the results of Cadaver's performance testing using DBXL 2.3 and Windows SharePoint Services 3.0 installed on a server running Windows Server 2003 with 1 gig of RAM. We have plotted the time required in seconds to submit an increasing number of documents, starting with 10 and going up to 1000. We used the form to test two methods: direct submit using InfoPath and submit to SharePoint via DBXL. As you can see, our data shows that the time required to submit a form using DBXL is incredibly lower than when using InfoPath.